Assalamu alaikum. 6 p.m. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Tarannum Salman. First, the headlines. Pakistan and Afghanistan have held talks on the entire gamut of bilateral relations and peace and security in Kabul today. The President says Pakistan will be developed as per vision of Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. The government has constituted an emergency nutrition task force to end child malnutrition. In occupied Kashmir, Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred 6 more youth in Kolgam district today. In the Philippines, 3 people were killed when a strong typhoon tore through the northern part of the country. And in the opening match of Asia Cricket Cup against Sri Lanka in Dubai, Bangladesh were 81 for 2 in 17 overs a short while ago. And now the news in detail. Delegation-level talks were held between Pakistan and Afghanistan in Kabul, in which the entire gamut of bilateral relations and matters pertaining to peace and security were discussed. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi led the Pakistani delegation. Afghan President Ashraf Ghani was also present in the talks. Earlier, Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi, who is on a day-long visit to Kabul, held one-on-one meeting with the Afghan President Ashraf Ghani. The Foreign Minister also held a meeting with his Afghan counterpart Salahuddin Rabbani in Kabul. Talking to his Afghan counterpart, Shah Mahmood Qureshi stressed that both Pakistan and Afghanistan will have to work together to meet the common challenges. He said there is great potential to further bolster relations and cooperation between the two countries. In his remarks, Afghan Foreign Minister Salahuddin Rabbani said peace in Pakistan and Afghanistan is vital for regional peace. He said his country desires cordial relations with all the neighboring countries, including Pakistan. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi held a meeting with Afghan Chief Executive Abdullah Abdullah in Kabul today. During the meeting, views were exchanged on matters pertaining to bilateral relations and mutual interest. President Dr. Arif Alvi visited the mausoleum of the father of the nation, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, in Karachi today. He laid floral wreath and offered Fatiha. Governor Sindh Imran Ismail, Sindh Minister for Local Bodies, Saeed Ghani, and other senior officials accompanied him. Special prayers for development, prosperity, and security of the country were offered on the occasion. The President also wrote his impressions in the visitor's book and said the creation of this independent Islamic state is indebted to the struggle by the father of the nation. He said Pakistan would be developed as per the vision of the great Quaid. Meanwhile, presiding over a meeting to review the progress of federal government-funded development projects in Karachi, Dr. Arif Alvi said that infrastructure of Karachi should be like big cities of the world. Speaker National Assembly Asad Kaisar has said the government is taking serious steps on priority basis to provide jobs to the jobless. Talking to Chief Executive of Huawei, Chi Lin Chuang, in Islamabad today, he said there is no dearth of talent in Pakistan and its youth has proved their mettle in every field. The speaker asked Chi Lin Chung to evolve a comprehensive plan regarding provision of jobs to Pakistani youth and apprise him about this in 1 month. Chi Lin Chung said Huawei company is ready to play its role to provide jobs to the Pakistani talent. He said besides providing jobs to the Pakistani youth and the skilled people, the company will send them abroad after giving them proper training in Pakistan. The government has constituted an emergency nutrition task force with the aim to eliminate child malnutrition. It was decided during a meeting chaired by the Minister for National Health Services, Amir Mahmood Kiani, in Islamabad today. The meeting was attended by the Provincial Health and Population Welfare Ministers. It was also decided that the provinces will be given representation in the task force. The meeting stressed to formulate a strategy to check the population growth and make the lady health workers more effective and functional. Addressing the meeting, Minister for National Health Services Amir Mahmood Kiani said that a countrywide campaign will be launched from the 15th of next month against measles. This is Radio Pakistan. Information Minister Fawad Chaudhry has said that film industry will be made significant revenue-generating industry in the next 2 years. In a tweet, he urged overseas Pakistanis to invest in the film and drama industry. His remarks came after reports that Saudi Arabia has allowed screening of Pakistani films and dramas. The final list of contesting candidates for by-elections to be held on the 14th of next month will be issued tomorrow along with the allotted symbols. By-elections will be held on the 11 National Assembly and 26 Provincial Assemblies vacant seats. In occupied Kashmir, Indian troops in their fresh acts of state terrorism martyred 6 more youth in Chaugam area of Kulgam district today. The troops killed 5 youth during a cordon and search operation. People took to the streets and held massive anti-India demonstrations in the area. Indian troops and police personnel fired bullets, pellets, and tear gas shells to disperse the protesters, killing 1 more youth and injuring dozens of others. Meanwhile, spontaneous shutdown was observed in Kohlgam and Islamabad district to protest against the killings. The occupation authorities snapped mobile internet service in the 2 districts and suspended train service in the Kashmir Valley. In Afghanistan, 5 people, including 4 security personnel and the pilot, were killed when their helicopter crashed in Farah province today. A defense ministry official in Kabul said cause of the crash is being investigated. However, a local official in the province said the crash was caused by technical fault rather than militant attack. Russian troops held drills in the Sea of Japan today despite Tokyo's concerns about the military buildup in the area. The drills were part of Russia's largest ever war games, Vostok 18 or East 18, that kicked off last Tuesday and will continue till Monday. The week-long exercises involved nearly 300,000 soldiers, 1,000 planes, and 80 warships. The exercises are also taking place in eastern Siberia and far eastern Pacific region, in which Chinese troops are also involved. Organization of American States has warned of the possibility of military intervention in Venezuela to overthrow Nicolas Maduro's regime as the country has plunged into economic and humanitarian crisis. Talking to journalists in Colombian city near the border with Venezuela, the OAS Secretary General said we should not exclude any option. And in the Philippines, 3 people were killed when a strong typhoon tore through the northern part of the country. Packing winds of more than 200 kilometers per hour, along with torrential rain, the typhoon caused floods, landslides, and power outages. In Mexico, gunmen have killed 3 people and injured 7 others in a tourist plaza in downtown Mexico City. In the opening match of the Asia Cricket Cup against Sri Lanka in Dubai, Bangladesh were 94 for 2 in 19 overs a short while ago. Earlier, Bangladesh won the toss and elected to bat first. And now the weather. In the next 12 hours, rain thunder showers is expected at scattered places in Malakand, Hazara, Peshawar, Mardan, Kohat, Rawalpindi, Gujranwala, Lahore, Sargodha divisions, Islamabad, Gilgit-Baltistan and Kashmir, while at isolated places in Sahiwal, Faisalabad, Multan, DG Khan, Job, Bannu, DI Khan divisions. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.